Major break in a cold case 22 years after a woman's body was found in Algiers.
As Chris Welty reports, NOPD and the FBI used new technology to identify the victim of a violent crime.
In 2006, the LSU Faces Lab released this composite of a woman, hoping someone would be able to identify her. 22 years ago, on February 24, 2002, NOPD found a woman dumped in the 1200 block of Eliza Street in Algiers. NOPD says despite help from the Faces Lab, the case went cold.
Cold case homicides are difficult on their own to solve, but cases where the identity of the victim is not known to investigators are even more difficult.
We can't fulfill our mission if we can't identify the bad guys or help provide answers for loved ones left in limbo when a family member just disappears.
Earlier this year, the FBI approached NOPD to use investigative genetic genealogy to try and identify the victim. The FBI says the technology is a more comprehensive DNA analysis, which uses public DNA databases to search for victims' family. Last week, testing identified the woman as 49-year-old Layla Ann May Malley and connected investigators to her family. Malley's daughter, Kimberly Bergeron, was overwhelmed by emotion after finally getting answers.
I think this is amazing that this developed over this long of a period of time, because if this would have come about, we probably would have never known what happened to her.
Detectives say Malley is from Long Beach, Mississippi, and often frequented New Orleans. These pictures were taken when she was 20. Detectives hope someone will recognize the picture or remember her name.
What she did, what she was into, is something that I won't release just to maintain the integrity of the investigation. But we're definitely, want to reach out to the public, and we're sure. I mean, she was in New Orleans a lot. We're sure somebody from New Orleans, would recognize, even if it's just the name. They may not recognize that picture because it's older, but they would recognize her name for sure.
The FBI is hopeful this technology will give other families answers.
Since the FBI started using this technique, it has assisted in solving over 140 cases in 27 states.
NOPD is hopeful sharing this story will generate new leads. They ask anyone who may recognize the photos of Malley or if anyone had contact with her in 2002 to reach out to Crime Stoppers. Meg?